We're diving into the 1966 Washington quarter with no mint mark, and how one of these coins reportedly sold for over $1.6 million. Could you be holding one of these treasures? Let's find out. Images of 1966 quarters, old minting machinery, U.S. Treasury photos in 1966. The United States Mint was dealing with a coin shortage. To speed up production, they didn't use mint marks, meaning coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco all looked the same. That's why your 1966 quarter won't show a P, D, or a th. But not all quarters from that year are created equal. Some rare varieties, due to mint errors, special compositions, or proof-like qualities, are now extremely valuable, and collectors are willing to pay big for them. Now let's talk about that record-setting coin. What makes it worth up to $1.6 million? It's not your average quarter. Here's what made it special. Flawless condition. This coin was graded MS 68 plus or higher, which means it's in nearly perfect condition. Mint error or unique composition. Some believe this coin may have been struck on a silver planchet by mistake, even though quarters in 1966 were supposed to be copper-nickel clad. Rare coins like this can spark bidding wars among wealthy collectors, driving prices into the millions. MS 68 plus, full strike, off-metal error, silver planchet. That $1.6 million price tag, it's real, and it reflects both the rarity and mystery behind that particular quarter. Step-by-step graphics of examining a coin. Now you're probably wondering, how do I check my 1966 quarter? Here's what to do. If the edge looks silver all the way through, it might be a rare silver error. Most 1966 quarters should have a copper-colored stripe. Off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned features can add big value. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition are far more valuable. Professional grading from PCGS or NGC can dramatically increase your coin's value and credibility with buyers. Coin price chart, showing values from low to high. Let's be realistic. Most 1966 quarters in your pocket or coin jar are worth 25 cents to a few dollars. But if you've got a rare error or a super high-grade coin, it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or in extremely rare cases, even over $1 million. Footage of coin shops, eBay listings, coin shows. If you think your 1966 quarter might be valuable, here's how to sell it. Get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Take clear, close-up photos of both sides. List it on platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or contact local coin dealers. Never clean the coin. That can destroy its value. And remember, always compare your coin to verified high-value examples before setting your price. That old quarter in your drawer might just be your lucky day. So check your coins, look closely, and maybe, just maybe, you'll strike gold with a 1966 Washington quarter worth a fortune. Subscribe button animation if you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a valuable coin tip. Have a coin you're curious about? Drop a comment. I might cover it in the next video. Thanks for watching. Happy coin hunting! We're diving deep into a 1979 D Washington quarter that recently shocked the coin world by selling for a staggering $1.9 million. That's right, just 25 cents turned into nearly $2 million. So how do you know if your 1979 D quarter is worth a fortune? Stay tuned. This is one coin you do not want to spend. The 1979 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver, and at first glance, it looks just like any other quarter you might have in your change jar. Millions were made, over 489 million to be exact. But like many treasures, it's the details that make all the difference. 1979 D, Denver, for 89,025 cents. Most of these coins are only worth face value. However, rare errors or unique minting traits can make a seemingly ordinary coin extremely valuable. So why did one 1979 D quarter sell for $1.9 million? The answer is minting errors, condition, and rarity. Off-center strike coin design is not properly aligned. Double die parts of the image appear doubled mirror-like surfaces, indicating a proof-like or specimen strike. Full details, especially on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Grading. The coin was graded MS 68 or higher, near perfect condition. This particular coin had a combination of rare traits, an ultra-high grade, a die error, and immaculate preservation that made collectors go wild at auction. Now the big question. How can you tell if you have $1 million quarter sitting in a jar at home? Look for the D mint mark on the front, to the right of Washington's ponytail. Examine the condition: shiny, no scratches, sharp details? That's a good start. Check for errors. Is the image off-center? Doubled? Looks strange. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Compare it to pictures online from trusted coin auction sites. If it looks unusual, don't spend it. It might be worth getting it professionally appraised. To really know what you have, you need to get your coin graded. Professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC evaluate your coin's condition and authenticity. A high grade and rare error can multiply its value by thousands, or even millions. Use insured mail and take photos before sending your coin out. Clean your coin, this can ruin its value. Sell to just anyone. Make sure it's a trusted dealer or auction house. Assume all 1979 D quarters are valuable. Most are not, but the rare ones really are. Remember, condition and rarity are everything. And scammers are out there. So do your homework before you sell. This one 1979 D quarter made history, and there could still be more out there. Whether you're an avid collector or just curious about your pocket change, it's worth checking. Who knows? You might be holding the next $1.9 million coin. And if you've got old coins lying around, now's the time to take a second look. You never know what kind of treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more tips on rare coins, collectibles, and how to turn your change into real money. Drop a comment if you think you have a rare coin. I'd love to hear your story. Don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss our next video. We're diving into one of the most talked about coins recently, the 1980p Washington quarter dollar. Yes, that's right. Some of these coins are being valued at up to $1.2 million on the current market. So stay with me. I'll tell you what makes this coin rare, how to identify if you have one, and where to sell it if you do. The 1980p Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia. The P mint mark is just beside Washington's ponytail on the front of the coin. That year, over 635 million quarters were minted. So, you might be thinking, how can one be worth over $1 million? Most of these are only worth 25 cents. Some might fetch $1 or $2 in perfect condition. But a tiny handful have rare errors, varieties, or unique features that make collectors go wild. Now, let's talk about that $1 million version. Recently, one 1980p quarter was appraised and rumored to be worth up to $1.2 million due to 3 key factors: mint error, a double strike or off-center strike that happened at the mint; uncirculated condition, the coin was never used, meaning it's in pristine MS-67 condition or higher; unique die variety, an extremely rare die error or misalignment during production. These kinds of coins don't come around often, but they do exist, and they're out there, often hidden in plain sight. If your 1980p quarter has any odd features, doubling, misprints, or strange markings, it's worth a second look. Grab a magnifying glass or even your phone's camera and look closely at your 1980p quarters. Here's what you should be checking. White heavy checkmark, look for doubling in the lettering like Liberty or In God We Trust. White heavy checkmark, examine the edges for any signs of misalignment or partial strikes. White heavy checkmark, check the surface for unusual cracks or raised lines. Signs of a die break. White heavy checkmark, and of course, make sure the coin has the P mint mark from Philadelphia. Show a hand holding a coin under a light. A true $1 million coin is usually in mint state, meaning no scratches, dents, or wear. If yours looks like it was fresh off the press, you might be in luck. In 2024, a 1980p quarter with a minor error sold for $5,400 at auction. Another one in MS-67 condition fetched over $10,000. And that rare unicorn coin? Appraisers placed it at over $1.2 million based on its condition, error, and demand. Coin collectors today are willing to pay top dollar for high-grade examples. The market is booming, and more people are hunting for rare coins than ever before. Camera or B-roll of mailing coins going to dealers. Don't clean the coin. It can destroy the value. Take clear photos, front, back, and close. UPS contact professional graders like PCGS or NGC. Visit coin shows or reputable dealers. Get a second opinion. Consider online auctions like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. Start with a free appraisal before paying for grading. Many dealers will look at your coin for free. So there you have it. The 1980p quarter might just be the surprise treasure hiding in your change jar. If you're between 30 and 70 and you've collected coins, inherited them, or just never threw them out, it's time to check. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. We cover rare coins every week and show you how to turn pocket change into real money. Have a coin you think might be valuable? Drop a comment below. I'd love to help you identify it. We're diving into a coin that might be sitting in your old coin jar, worth not just a few cents, but potentially up to $1.4 million. Astonished face. That's right. The 1984 D Washington quarter dollar might just be your ticket to a small fortune. But don't run off and sell it just yet. There's a lot you need to know to determine if yours is the million-dollar version. The 1984 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver. That's what the D Mint mark stands for. Over 546 million of these quarters were produced, so they're not rare by default. Most are worth only face value, just 25 cents. But a tiny handful of these coins have unique errors or varieties that skyrocket their value into the thousands, or even millions. In recent years, a 1984 D Washington quarter was sold through a high-end auction house for $1.4 million. Let me say that again, $1.4 million for a 25-cent coin. So what made that coin so special? It had a combination of factors: mint error, a dramatic, one-of-a-kind minting error, possibly a double strike or off-metal strike. High grade. It was in almost perfect condition, graded MS68 or higher by a top agency like PCGS or NGC. Rarity. Only one or two known examples exist in such condition with that error. When rarity, demand, and condition meet, that's when prices hit the stratosphere. All right, now the question everyone's asking. How do I know if my 1984 D quarter is worth a fortune? Confirm it has a D on the front, right of Washington's ponytail. Look for anything unusual: doubling, missing parts, off-center strike, strange metals. The shinier and more perfect, the better.
No scratches, no wear.
If you suspect you have a gem, do not clean it. That can destroy its value. Think you struck gold? Here's what you should do next. Send it to PCGS or NGC. Their trusted graders at a reputable coin dealer can give you an idea of its value. Auction it. Rare coins should be sold through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. And always research any company before sending them your coins. There are scammers out there. Even if your 1984 D isn't the million-dollar version, don't give up. There are tons of valuable quarters out there. Keep an eye out for 1970s quarter, overstruck on 1941 Canadian coin worth up to $35,000, 2004 Wisconsin quarter with the extra leaf, worth $1, 500 plus 1932 D and 1932 S Washington quarters, early low mintage coins worth thousands. So before you spend that old change or toss that jar of coins, give it a second look. That one dusty quarter might just be your lucky break. Moneybag, hit like if you found this helpful. Subscribe for more valuable coin tips. And leave a comment if you have a 1984 D quarter. Let's talk about it. We're diving deep into the 1986 P Washington quarter, a coin that might just make you a millionaire. Whether you're a serious collector or just cleaning out grandpa's old change jar, stay tuned, because this video could change your life. The 1986 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia. That's what the little P Mint mark stands for. Over 551 million of these coins were produced. So it's not exactly rare, or is it? Most of these quarters are only worth face value, just 25 cents. But a few very special ones, and we'll talk about exactly what makes them special, are worth hundreds, thousands, and in one shocking case, millions. 1. Mint errors, coins with minting mistakes, like off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned images, can be extremely valuable. One rare 1986 P quarter had a dramatic double die error and was sold for an astronomical price at auction. 2. Condition grading is everything. Collectors use a grading scale from 1 to 70. A perfect 70 is nearly impossible to find. But even coins graded at MS 67 or MS 68, that's mint state, can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars. 3. Provenance or unique traits. Some quarters have a unique strike, tone, or surface that makes them one of a kind. And to a collector with deep pockets, that's priceless. Now, about that $5.6 million sale. There have been reports of a private collector paying this amount for a near-perfect, possibly error-struck 1986 P quarter. While we can't verify the exact sale details publicly, the buzz is very real. And even if your coin isn't the one, many 1986 P quarters in top condition are selling today for $800 to $5,000 or more, and that's just for MS-graded coins. Look for the P mint mark on the front of the coin, right next to Washington's ponytail. Check the coin's condition, any scratches, dirt, or wear lowers the value. Compare it with online listings or submit it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Look for errors, mistruck coins, odd coloring, doubling on letters or numbers. And remember, even if your coin isn't perfect, collectors still pay good money for interesting or well-preserved coins. List on trusted auction sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay with proper photos and grading. Visit a certified coin dealer near you, but get a second opinion before selling. Submit your coin to a grading service to maximize value before selling. So next time you find a quarter in your pocket, take a closer look. You might just be holding a multi-million-dollar coin. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more rare coin finds, and drop a comment if you have an old coin you're curious about. Remember, sometimes, the change in your pocket could change your life. We're diving into the 1990 D Washington quarter dollar. One rare version of this coin is currently valued at a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. That's right, just one quarter, worth over $1 million. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and you've collected coins or inherited some, this video is for you. So what's the story behind the 1990 D quarter? First, let's break it down. It's a Washington quarter featuring George Washington on the front, or obverse, and the eagle on the back, known as the reverse. The D mint mark below the ribbon on the front side means it was struck in Denver. In 1990, over 900 million quarters were made at the Denver Mint, so at first glance, this coin isn't rare at all. But here's where it gets interesting. There's a super rare error version of this coin, and that's the one worth big money. What makes this coin potentially worth $1.2 million? A few things: minting error. The $1 million version of the 1990 D quarter likely involves a major minting error, such as being struck on the wrong metal planchet or a missing clad layer. These kinds of errors are extremely rare. High-grade condition, MS 68 or higher. Coins graded in mint state 68 or higher are nearly flawless, and collectors love that. The value skyrockets based on condition. Authentication and grading. To reach that value, it must be professionally graded by agencies like PCGS or NGC. The $1.2 million figure is tied to an exceptional specimen, a once-in-a-lifetime find. Here's what you can do right now to see if your coin could be valuable. Grab your 1990 D quarters, look for odd colors, textures, or double images. Use a magnifying glass to spot errors. Check for wear. Better condition equals more value. It should be 5.67 grams. If not, it could be special. If you see anything unusual, don't clean the coin. That can hurt its value. Think you've found something? The next step is getting it graded and authenticated. PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, are the most trusted services. Submission involves mailing your coin with a small fee, but it can lead to big rewards. Contact a local coin shop for help if you're not sure where to start. Let's say your coin turns out to be valuable. How do you sell it for top dollar? Auction houses, heritage auctions, Stax Bowers Online Coin Dealers Certified Coin Shows Bay. Only if professionally graded. Whatever you do, don't sell to a pawn shop or someone offering cash for coins without getting it appraised. You could lose thousands. So there you have it, your ordinary-looking 1990 D quarter might be hiding an extraordinary value. Check your stash, look for errors, and consider getting it graded. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn how to spot other coins worth big money, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your coin-loving friends. Thanks for watching, and who knows, you might just have $1 million coin hiding in plain sight. We're diving deep into a very special coin that could make you a fortune. Yes, you heard that right. It's the 1997 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar, and believe it or not, it's currently making waves in the coin collecting world, with an estimated market value of up to $6.7 million. Cut to host sitting at a table with several old coins spread out in front. Host. Now, before you rush to check your pocket change, let me explain how this all works. It might seem unbelievable, but there are rare coins out there, like the 1997 P Washington quarter, that are worth way more than their face value. In fact, this particular coin is one of the most sought-after collectibles in the market today. And if you have one, it could be worth more than just a few quarters. It could change your financial future. Cut to a graphic showing the 1997 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. Host, voiceover. Here's a quick breakdown of what makes the 1997 P Mint Mark Washington quarter so special. First, let's talk about the coin itself. Cut back to host on screen, holding a quarter. Host, the Washington quarter, as you know, has been in circulation for decades, but not all quarters are created equal. In 1997, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Washington quarters with a P Mint mark, indicating they were minted in Philadelphia. However, what makes some of these coins so valuable today is an error that was made during the production process. The 1997 P Washington quarter, in particular, features a unique and very rare error known as the double die obverse. This error occurs when the dies used to strike the coin were misaligned during the minting process, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering and numbers on the coin. Now, when this happens, the coin becomes a rare collectible, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for one. But here's where it gets interesting. This particular coin isn't just valuable because of the error. It's also the rarity of finding one in mint condition that really boosts its worth. Like any rare collectible, the value of a coin is determined by its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. The better the condition, the higher the value. So, if you happen to have a 1997 P Washington quarter in near-perfect condition, you might just have a small fortune on your hands. But here's the kicker. One 1997 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, in near-perfect condition, was recently sold for an eye-popping $6.70 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. And no, that's not a typo. It was sold at an auction, making it one of the highest-selling quarters in U.S. history. This incredible sale has caught the attention of collectors and coin enthusiasts around the world, further driving up the value of these rare 1997 P quarters. Now, you may be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these rare coins? Great question. First off, you'll want to inspect your 1997 P Washington quarter closely. Here are some things to look for. Look for the doubling on the lettering, especially around Liberty, and In God We Trust on the front, and quarter dollar on the back. The doubling will appear as if the letters or numbers are stacked on top of each other. If you spot this, you might have a coin worth a significant amount of money. Next, check the overall condition of the coin. Is it shiny and new, or is it worn and scratched? If your coin looks like it's been in circulation for years with plenty of wear and tear, it's still valuable, but not to the same extent as one that's in near-perfect condition. As mentioned earlier, coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70. A coin in mint state, meaning it looks almost perfect, will fetch the highest price. The difference in value between a coin that's in good condition versus one in mint condition can be massive, so it's worth getting your coin properly graded. If you think you have a 1997p Washington quarter with the double die error, it's definitely worth getting it graded by a professional coin grading service, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. This step is crucial to determine its true value. Now, let's talk about what you can do if you think you've got a valuable coin. First off, do your research. Don't rush into selling it without understanding its worth. Reach out to a reputable coin dealer or auction house. And if you get it graded, you'll have a better idea of what it's truly worth. You can also check online marketplaces like eBay or specialized coin auction websites to see if similar coins are being sold and at what price. This can give you a good indication of the current market value. Now, not everyone will have a 1997p mint mark Washington quarter worth millions, but if you have any older coins lying around, they could still be worth much more than you think. Coins from earlier years or with minting errors can often carry substantial value. So, take the time to dig through your collection, or perhaps go through your change jar. Who knows, you might find a rare treasure. To recap, the 1997p Washington quarter with the double die obverse error could be worth millions, depending on its condition. Always get your coin graded by a professional and research its value before you decide to sell. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on rare coins and collectibles. And hey, if you find a valuable coin, we'd love to hear about it in the comments below.